Hey guys, welcome back to the VibeznTingz Podcast, where my voice is your choice and the visual, you see it. This beautiful face in this beautiful space. Make sure you subscribe to keep the vibe going and stay till the end because I do drop some gems on that ass just for you to keep your vibe going, to keep your energy centered, recenter, if you will. Positivity all up in your body. Okay. We are on episode 13 and we in a new year, baby. Let's go. All right. Oh my god. We made it to episode 13. First of all, if you don't know, my favorite number is 3. So 13 to start the good start. Sorry. Episode 13. 13 is a good number episode to start the new year. I love to see it. So, first of all, yeah, let's get into it. How's everybody's New Year's Eve? Because I know ain't nobody really doing nothing on New Year's. It's New Year's Eve. That's the real holiday. You know what to do. All up until midnight, you get the countdown, you get the ball drop, all that good stuff. Speaking of the ball drop, did anyone peep at Times Square? I don't know if anyone else does a ball drop in the country, at least. I don't know, in the world, maybe for sure. But in the country, everyone watches the Times Square one, right? I think so. So, yeah. Did y'all peep big on a big screen billboard the Haitian flag? Because if you didn't know, January 1st is Haitians' Independence Day. That means that is the day they were not slaves anymore. They fought for their fucking slavery for years and finally became independent on January 1st, 1804. That was 222 years ago. Baby. So, give us some credit, okay? For the Haitians out there, y'all know I'm half Haitian. Gotta represent. Speaking of, yeah, so let's talk about New Year's Eve. And let me know how y'all's went. This is how mine went. Because I definitely had some babankou, which is Haitian rum. Definitely had a lot. Well, I'll say mostly, not a lot, but mostly white oak, which is Trinidadian rum. So the babankou is brown rum, dark rum. The white oak, the Trini rum, is actually white. And then, what do we have? I probably, along the way, definitely had tequila at some point. I think maybe, I don't know, at some point I blacked out. All I know is January 1st and January 2nd, today's the 3rd. The 1st and the 2nd, your girl was hurting, whining that waist all over the place. I can't even tell you the last time I put these things to work. Oh my God. I said, I'm rusty. He said, why you dancing like my grandmother's fiance was like, you dancing like your grandmother. I said, oh no, hold on. Give me another drink because we about to let loose. Rum is my lubrication, period. And guess what? I wasn't even sick. I wasn't hungover. This is why, okay, so usually tequila is my drink of choice, but I have gotten the next day, like an actual hangover. With the rum, I was good. And then okay, on New Year's Day, I did wake up a little tipsy already. And then my mom started popping the mimosas. Champizzi, mimosas, go, go, go. Up until, and we were, there was 5 of us drinking drinking just champagne till, I want to say at least 5, 6 o'clock. Yeah, we were rallying. And I'm talking about me, my mom, my dad, my grandmother, her fiance, and who else? A couple of my aunts were there for a little bit. Because you already know. So some of my family stayed over for the soup jumu in the morning. What? And apparently they had some at midnight. I said, did I have some? Can't remember. I don't think I did. Yeah, but didn't even go to sleep till 4:30, 5 a.m. It was a long, great, wonderful night. Perfect New Year's. Bro, we popped so much confetti. There's still confetti. There's confetti outside. My best friend said she got confetti in her apartment. Confetti was in the bathroom. Confetti was in my room. Confetti was in my bed, on my pillow, on my face. I was picking confetti out of my hair the next day. My mom was picking up confetti till today. Like, it was insane. Like, you already know. Like, those are one of those things. Excuse me. Confetti is like glitter. You will keep finding it for years. At least one over here, one over there. It gets everywhere. Oh my God. It was raining in the house with confetti. We had like 12 cannons to be literally exact. Oh, and I'll post it for you guys. We made sushi at home. So my brother used to legitimately be a sushi chef. So he taught me, of course, how to make sushi. I'm going to make a video of that as well. I have to edit it up. And, girl, we had a whole sushi boat. Yes, my mom purchased a sushi boat, like the ones you see at the restaurant, right on Amazon. Amazon queen. My mom loves Amazon. We've been getting packages for days. She don't even know what will be coming half the time. But yeah, she got a sushi bowl off Amazon, and we filled that baby up twice. 2 good times. Full. That sushi was going. I only had one piece of each roll. Mind you, there was like 10, I think he did at least 10 rolls, and I didn't even get all 10. So I got like, I think 6 pieces of sushi. 6 pieces of sushi. It was going, baby. We had salmon. Everything was fresh from H Mart. Salmon, tuna, eel. My crab. So like obviously imitation crab. We didn't have real crab, but imitation crab. We had tobiko, fish roe. We had, what else we had? He made a lot of veggie rolls too. Shrimp tempura. The avocado, the cucumber, the cream cheese, the carrots, You had to be there. You had to be there. Now, I also know how to make sushi. Like, I literally practiced. That was the first time. Like, I've seen it so many times, like, videos, right? But I actually, like, did it. Spread the rice on the seaweed. Put everything you want. Like, how to actually roll it and then do the things with the stuff and It's easy. It's actually very easy. Sushi rice, you gotta buy specific sushi rice, which we have, and we had to buy like a lot of it because they didn't have small bags. So we got sushi rice for days. So I'm gonna be doing a whole sushi video with you guys, but I will also show you what we did for New Year's, which will be like a little bit of a shorter video because I'm gonna edit it. But yes, it was so much fun. It was definitely like, oh my God, chill vibes, but like times 10. So like super chill because it's all family, right? Didn't dress anything crazy. We right in the living room. But yeah, I had a great time. I hope everyone had a great time. New Year's Eve. The people who wait out in Times Square are insane. I don't think I could ever do that. I wish I could. Like, if New Year's Eve was in the summertime, damn straight. But then again, the fact that you can't like leave because one, it's so packed, and two, if you leave, you probably can't get back in because again, so packed. People wearing diapers and shit. I don't think that's for me. But you know what I heard about, which I want to try one year? Maybe we could be with like some friends. So maybe, because it's probably going to be expensive, but they do have hotel rooms around Times Square where you can see that whole situation, ball dropping, with the stage, because you got the performances too. There's a few hotels, I think, that have rooms where you can watch like through your hotel window, like maybe it's like all glass and it's like really nice view. I want to do that. That's probably the closest I'll ever get. So that I want to try. I don't know when, maybe next year, who knows? I got a whole year to plan. I got a couple trips coming up this year. Your girl's finally making out to Puerto Rico. My cousin's birthday. She's turning, how old is she turning? 27 maybe? 26. She's not that old. She's turned 26 or 27. Either way, she wants to go to Puerto Rico. She's been there before, but she wanted to go again for her birthday. And I'm so down. Oh, we were supposed to go to Aruba, but now we're going to Puerto Rico. I cannot wait because I've been dying to go to Puerto Rico. And the craziest part is, get this, the day I'm coming back from the trip of her birthday is February 8th. The Super Bowl is February 8th. Who's performing at the Super Bowl? Bad Bunny, Puerto Rico, at the Super Bowl the day I'm coming back. So I'm looking at the time. I might be able to make it home right in time to watch the halftime performance. I don't care about no offense, but I don't care about the game. The Patriots aren't in it. I don't think. Are they? Shit. I need to do better. Sorry, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay, I'm not going to lie. Hear me out. Don't be judging. We do have some good players on the Patriots now, so I have to get back in the loop. I do. And we have been doing pretty good. I don't know if we'll make it to the Super Bowl, but I think we're still in the running, which is good. Better than last year, better than the year before. So I will confess, I have not watched football. Okay, I've watched some football, but I have not rooted for or watched seriously or kept up with football intentionally since Tom Brady left the Patriots. Yeah, sorry, I know. First of all, I'm just a girl, so like even being into like football, I was only a Patriots fan. I like to go to the games. It's Tom Brady. Like, he's amazing. We were winners for a long time, so it was easy to fall in love with football as a game. I mean, my dad always watches it, so I watch. Don't get it twisted. My eyes do lock in on the TV from time to time. I do see what's going on. But when I say like keep up, like with the scores, with the stats and the players and our team, the Patriots, haven't really been locked in. You see what I'm saying? Anywho, so isn't that funny though? I'll be in Puerto Rico, and then this nigga Bad Bunny gonna be right here waiting for me to get back, and I'm gonna be like, "What's up, Bad Bunny? Like, I was just there, Benito. I know where you from now. I've been there too now. What's up?" Like, that's my nigga. So, anywho, let's do a quick 2025. Am I too close to the fucking mic? My bad. Let's do a quick 2025 recap. Ooh, I'm a little dry. So let's talk about it. Let's make this quick because I don't have even time for this right now. 2025 was insane. I don't know how it was for y'all. I'm telling you, again, let me know in the comments. How was your 2025? And how was your New Year's Eve to end it all up, to wrap it up, okay? Because 2025 was very ghetto for me. Very ghetto for me. Okay? I make sure it was rolling for a second. Okay. So, how we started last year, right? How we started 2025. This nigga Trump. The way I just said, okay. We started off the year with his inauguration. Second term, who did this and why? We know exactly who did this. And I bet at least 80% of them are regretting it by now. But, and then it's like, here we are back at the top of 2026. And this nigga started with a bang. Pun intended. Because why? All right. So I see. Okay. And then I'm not really into politics. I don't talk about politics. But I'm just saying. Are we allowed to kidnap other presidents? It's kidnapping, right? They say having custody. But I don't really know. Okay. I was watching the news earlier. It's just a lot. And I get like aggravated sometimes. And sometimes politics are confusing to me. Because it's like. My first reaction is, oh my God, no, bombs. Like, no, I don't know. Violence, no. War, no. Peace and love, yes. Bombs, no. I'm just not. I don't like to see it. It's scary. I don't like it. And then you got Trinidad right in the freaking mix of it, kind of. Because they was letting ships from Venezuela in there. And then they got like drugs. It's a lot of stuff. a lot of the wrong types of importing. You feel me? And then I think Trinidad was scared, so they're like, all right, let's work with Venezuela. A lot of people from Venezuela live in Trinidad because it's just so close to them. And honestly, with all that going on too, I was supposed to go back to Trinidad this February for Carnival as well, and just with that, and then other like family, um, not family, but family property issues as well. It's just like a whole thing. It's just like, bruh, pray for them, pray for everybody. Okay, I hope everything works out. But then, okay, so then I heard that President Maduro, first of all, nigga, Maduro, like Maduro, plátano, like sweet plantain, that's my shit. But he don't sound like a good guy. He's a bad man. So maybe Trump is doing something good. So now I'm like, I don't know what to choose. But you know what? And I might sound ignorant when I say this, but it's okay and I'm okay with it. Right now, as me, as Lauren, Patricia, sitting here in this seat, living in my house in Massachusetts, in the suburbs, and in Massachusetts, mind you, Democratic state, right? That's an important fact. This ain't got nothing to do with me. This ain't got nothing to do with me. So for me to sit here and choose sides and argue with people and nah. That's why I don't do politics. I don't do all that. Now when things affect me, because there are things that happen in office sometimes where I definitely have a straight up opinion and I just don't agree and things like that. That's cool. But I'm also not one to protest directly. I'll stand up for things for sure. But all I'm saying is there's nothing. What do you want me to do? That's why it's like politics are so weird and so funny. And God bless and protect the people who do go out and in those protests and things like that. My brother and his wife have been in a protest, and some of their friends. My brother has been shot with rubber bullets. Hey, I guess for a good cause. This was during the BLM protests, and they lived in San Diego, so this was in California, and they were protesting out there for good right. And I almost went to protest out there, but it just seemed. And then you're seeing things on the news, and like it's kind of scary, and then they're like targeting and framing black people and making it seem like they're doing wrong things and all the looting and stuff like that. Most of that shit was fucking staged. So it's like I feel like we could never win. That's my problem. I feel like we could never win, but things do get done and protests are effective. I mean, history shows that. Okay? So I'm not saying, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying for me personally, I'm gonna be right here. I'm gonna be right here. I hope no one ever gets hurt, but sometimes people are hurt, and I wish I could save everybody. I literally wish I was a superhero, but I'm not. So that was heavy. I don't talk on politics. Like, hopefully no one judges me, but that's like definitely a very sensitive subject. So I digress off that. I love Maduro though. Like, I like plantain. It's like really, nigga? I can't even take him serious right now. Okay. Anywho, my personal 2025 recap was that. Okay, let me just rattle off what I got here. I was in the worst relationship ever of my life. We broke up. Most toxic shit, the worst shit. Went through a whole grieving process. Mind you, this happened halfway through the year. So for months I was going through this. I stopped smoking during that. I stopped smoking weed, which I used to mix my weed with tobacco. So I stopped smoking all that type of stuff. All of it. And it was a lot of reflecting. So the second half was very reflecting, especially in the last few months. Because after the grieving process, you get to acceptance finally. And then it's like, sometimes you make decisions that you don't want to make. but you know you have to. And so it's really sad. It's just really sad. And then you do think about good times and, what if? And it's just like, you made a decision though. Gotta stand on it. Because what happened every other time you didn't stand on the same decision? And that's for me. Like, this is the right decision. That doesn't mean, and it doesn't have to be right or wrong. It's just decisions that you have to make that you have to make. That doesn't mean you're gonna like it, right? I mean, granted, I'm way better off. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. But it doesn't feel good all the time, So sometimes you're not sure, and then you're like, oh my God, like, it's sad either way. But I love to always bring up pros and cons. I have way more pros in my life now than I did before. You feel me? Also, just the way I felt last year, it's so crazy because lately, I would say the past 5 years went by so fast. I mean, time just goes by fast, right? Years have gone by so fast, but now that I'm here in 2026 now, thinking 2025 last year this time, January 2025, it feels like a long time ago. And I think just when 1 year is so packed with so many things, because there's so many memories, it feels like you were in more time. Does that make sense? Like, I just feel like it didn't go by as fast as previous years because when I think back, so many things happen. And then remember, I got a new job. Then I quit the new job because it was fucking bullshit. Now I ain't got no job. Now, oh my God, wait, because I don't want to skip topics, but I have things to tell you guys. Oh yeah, so speaking of, right? Speaking of all that shit I had to go through the middle of last year. Think June, July. The literal middle of it, right? I was going through that shit. I was the most depressed last year from January to, I would say, August. I was so depressed. After I went through, the breakup, I felt more free, of course. Free, and also I did get to a point where I felt resilient, strong, sure of what I was doing. It was hard because, that person wasn't really letting go. You know how narcissists do. But I gotta stop diagnosing, but I'm sorry. If it quacks like a duck, you know how it goes. But for all that to be said, right? The way I dealt with it was different because I've been depressed before. I have been diagnosed with depression and anxiety when I was in high school, and that's probably the last time I've been depressed to that extent. But at the same time, it's crazy because also teenager, right? This is the first time you're going through something, and hormones, right? Right? I don't know. But, teenager, emo, that's when niggas are emo and shit. And then I was cutting myself. That's very high school. Not saying adults don't do that, not saying it's an immature thing to do, not saying anything. I did it, so I'm not judging at all. I'm just saying that's when those things start to happen. That's when you start doing things. I was using a lot of drugs too. That's when I started smoking weed. I was drinking a lot, and that started at the age of 13, but I was drinking a lot at 15, 16, 17, up until I was drinking a lot up until 23. And then I never was like, I've never been sober for more than, I'd say, a couple weeks ever in my life. Well, before I ever started drinking as a teenager, but uh yeah, from the age of 15, I've never been sober of alcohol for more than 2 weeks. And then some years in between there, it was definitely like almost every day drinking, like drinking. I almost got a DUI before. I've done a breathalyzer before. Yeah. So that being said, and then I was like experimenting with other drugs. And when I was in high school, I was like popping pills, and I almost wanted to do a whole bottle, but I didn't. I would cut myself, but not too deep. And then like I don't even know if I could say this on YouTube. Sorry. Hopefully I don't get banned. But don't know why an accent came out there. trying to lighten up the mood. Yeah, so this time around dealing with depression, I didn't drink. I go weeks without drinking now. Like I think I've gone a month without drinking, but let's say like in between in that month span I had like a couple claws or whatever, but I don't drink like how I used to. I stopped smoking since June. So I'm not looking for substances to help me out. I'm dealing with my emotions. I'm reflecting, I'm learning, I'm growing, right? Also different feelings in the depression. Instead of wanting to be not here anymore, I was looking to God more. Not that I wasn't before, but in high school, that's when I turned away from God because I was like so confused. It was such a confusing time as a teenager. I'm like, why are you doing this to me? Why would God let me go through this? Why do I, like, you know what I mean? Like, I pray every day. Why are these bad things happening to me? Why do I deserve this? Why? But now I realize that these things make you stronger. I don't know why God swear I'm one of his strongest soldiers. Let me go. But this is all going to pay off. I know it. It's all going to pay off. And I'm just so grateful. I'm grateful to wake up every day and try again. I'm grateful to be in the position I am, to try different things, to do what I love, and to just be myself. Just be me. I'm like, look, I get to be me. I get to be Lauren. Like, I love it here. Even on the bad days. The amount of things I've been learning and growing from, and the way I can see where my life is headed is insane. And there's some things that I have to do to keep myself on track, and we'll get there. And that's on period. So, to recap, I'm gonna read you these couple things right here. So, I don't know if anyone pays attention to Chinese zodiac. I love Chinese zodiac. I know we have like Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, Sag, Cancer, Aries, Virgo, Leo, Capricorn, Gemini. I think that's all of them actually. There's Chinese zodiac too. So but the Chinese zodiac is more animals. So I love the Chinese zodiac. Every year is a different zodiac. They go by year, and then they also have elements. So, for example, the year of this last year was the year of the wooden snake. This means that year contained growth. Your girl grew, like I said, healing. Yes, the whole second half of the year was healing. My girl, I was healing. Healing never stops, but you heard what I've been through. Shedding old patterns for new beginnings. Period. Literally what I went through. Tell me in the comments if this was you too. Traits from last year. Wisdom. Because I had to outsmart this nigga a few times. Intuition. I had to listen to my intuition. When that voice is telling you something, you gotta listen. You gotta listen, and that's having discernment. You hear that voice. If you don't hear a voice, keep praying. Keep praying. You're going to hear it. Or start praying if you don't. I'm telling you. God tells you things. You gotta listen. If you don't hear him, you ain't listening. Or there's something you're doing where you're not hearing him. Or just pray more and he'll, you know what I mean? Have that conversation. Open the line of communication. You feel what I'm saying? Transformations. Because your girl had to transform into the woman I want to be. Granted, I always look this good. But up here, transformations. I'm telling you. Transformations to save my life. To save my respect. You know? Quiet strength. Yes. I was strong for a long time. Very quietly. But I found my voice. And the voice that I found, I'm still fine-tuning it. Because sometimes now that I have a voice and I say what I mean and mean what I say, and, you know, I don't not that I don't, but like I speak my truth. Put it that way. I speak my truth. And I'm fine tuning it because sometimes it can come off a little aggressive just because I'm very strong in meaning what I'm saying, and I need people to respect that and know that. So, strategic thinking, yes. I'm on some strategic shit now because intuition is important, feel it, but strategize. Don't wing it too much, you know? Like, strategic thinking, know your next move, come up with a plan, write things down, you know? Weigh a pros and cons list if your intuition is, you know what I mean? Like, you want to make sure. Just have a plan. That's all. Like, configure a plan when you have that intuition. Like, get it straight. You know, put it on paper. It'll be good. So, 2026, which technically doesn't start till, I think, the end of January or the beginning of February. I think it's the end of January it starts. I want to say the 26th, but I'm not quite sure. But we're entering the year of the horse, which is reflection. It's happening. Strategic growth. Again, I'm developing a better plan for myself. Everything, I have so many ideas, and lately it's starting to more make sense, and I'm like not so sporadic with my ideas. I'm strategic with my growth. What does it say? Oh, strategic growth before the dynamic. Action oriented. Again, do it. Stop thinking about it. We had last year to think, come up with a plan, be strategic, all these things, listen to your intuition. Now put it in action. Do it. What do you want to do? Do it. What's the plan? You want to switch your career? Do it. Action. It's gonna work out. Not overnight. You gotta work hard and you gotta be strategic. You gotta work hard. You gotta be consistent. Okay? And rapid progress. So, start now. What's your plan? What you trying to do? Because rapid progress, we could have it all by the end of the year. A year is fucking long, you guys. And that's the thing with these year goals. I love a year goal, right? But break it down. Break it down into monthly goals, like monthly deadlines for yourself to reach that goal by the end of the year, let's say. If it's something that could happen in a year or does take up to a year, or just it could be like a general goal, but you have these monthly goals. Maybe you have like weekly tasks you have to do to complete those monthly goals to be where you want at the end of the year. And then daily goals, that daily to-do list. How are you waking up in the morning? Are you waking up at a decent time? Are you having enough time throughout the day to get your shit done? Are you working out in the beginning of the day or at the end of the day? I would suggest mornings. Are you having a good breakfast? Are you setting yourself up every day for success? You know, are you sleeping properly? Are you going to bed and you're getting at least 7 hours of sleep? You know? Are you eating good food throughout the day? Good food that's going to give you energy, that's going to digest properly, that's going to have you feeling good and ready for that day. You know, you gotta break it down. You gotta break it down, and it'll all make sense. So, why did I write strategy? Oh, so boom. So the strategy, aside from what I just said, for the year is gonna be to complete what you wanna get through this year, right? It's gonna be leaning on trusted support. So trusted support. So who do you trust? Cause don't just start leaning on random people expecting them to support you, right? Who in your life, and it could be one person if you don't have a lot. I know I don't have a lot. I have a good few. So lean on the ones you can trust to support you. The ones who are there. Pay attention. If you say nobody, pay attention. I promise it's at least one. I promise you. Let them in, you know? Maybe it's you. Maybe you're being so hyper independent that you don't take the support. You know what I mean? Choosing battles wisely. Don't fight everything and everybody, or you know, if let's say for example you don't like your job. Think about it. Don't just tomorrow you're like, "Oh, I'm going to, you know what I mean, I have a strategy. I'm going to quit my job." Hold on. Pump the brakes, baby. Pump the brakes. That is not strategy. Strategy would be, you make sure you have enough money saved. Maybe then you quit your job, or you look for another job first. Let's not jump the gun. And then you quit the job. Don't do what I did. Your girl got savings and your girl don't pay rent. I pay my car bill. I still got money for that. Still got money to do what I want to do. And I'm investing money in myself. But I do wish I had another job to go back to instead of being unemployed. I'm not used to being unemployed. Okay? I'm used to working. At least something. I might look for like a part-time at least. Like, I don't know, but I'm chilling right now. Like, I'm good right now, I'm good right now. But yeah, just choose your battles wisely. Even if you're having relationship trouble, choose your battles wisely. You know your partner. You know what's right and what's wrong. Talk to them. I bet you, as long as it's not some crazy toxic shit like I was going through, y'all could talk it out. You love them. Talk it out. Or maybe you realize you really don't. And then don't prolong it. But you gotta know that. Don't let me tell you. You gotta know. Okay? Choose your battles wisely. Strategic thinking over pure instinct. See? So it does have to be strategic. You gotta think before you act. Don't just act off instinct. You mad at somebody, you just cut them off like that. Depending on what happened. But sit with yourself. Think about it. Hey, is this something I can live with? Is this something that's hurting me badly? Is this something that's being repeated? Did that person, maybe it happened one time? It's a mistake. Let me talk it out. We'll get through it. And we fine. That's a strategy. I hate my job. I'm quitting right now. That's that's pure instinct, but that's not good strategy. That's way too, what's the word? It starts with an S. That is way too spontaneous. Do fun things spontaneous. That's cool, but keep it safe. All right? There's balance to these things. We got to get it together. Okay? So that's the Chinese zodiac. I don't know if anyone else is into that. I remember when I was younger, like I always used to go to like Chinese restaurants, and they would always have like the paper menu, and I would like read all of them. So I think that's literally how I got into it, because no one in life has ever spoken to me about it. But I literally used to read up on it myself, because I am like definitely like a whimsical. I don't even want to call myself a zodiac girly. I like crystals and shit like that, but I'm not too deep into it where I base my life off of it, God got me at the end of the day. I love rocks in general, so crystals are pretty, but I love all types of rocks. I find rocks in the beach, in the park, and I keep them and things like that. I look at the moon at night. I look at the stars. And zodiac characteristics be right. They be pretty on, like, they be kind of on point. At least for me. Like, when I read, so I'm a wooden dog, by the way. For the Chinese zodiac, I'm a wooden dog. So I was looking, shit, I didn't even write mine down to tell you guys. I forgot. But it described me to a point. So loyal, like community based, so like very family oriented and friend oriented, honest, period, loving, of course, and creativity came up. You see it. Creativity came up and a couple other things. So find out your zodiac sign, because apparently I am paired with the rabbit. I think so. But then again, like, when I went to the description of the rabbit and I read it and I was like, I don't know, seems nice, but didn't work out for me. But then again, the person that I'm thinking of wasn't born in that year. So either way. And then it's like, how you gonna give me one person? Because then it's like, when it gets to the years, right, it's when that person was born. So how you gonna tell me I'm compatible with a, what was it, who's born in 97? No, it was like, I'm compatible with like a 25-year-old or a freaking like 40-year-old. Like, don't do that. Don't do me that. Because I mean, shit, if it happens, I'm gonna look back at this episode and be like, damn, them Chinese people was right. Let's go get some crab rangoons, period. I love me some Chinese food. Oh my god. General Gao's chicken, vegetable lo mein, scallion pancake, crab rangoonies. What else? Barbecue spare ribs. I'm not a fan of like fried rice. I love me some white rice. Oh, chicken and broccoli. And you know what's the best fried rice? Okay, this one restaurant where I used to live in Framingham, Massachusetts, Szechuan Gourmet. If you find yourself in the area, okay. And New York Chinese food. Something about it. And you know, none of this shit is not authentic. Actually, Szechuan Gourmet is more authentic, definitely more authentic than any other Chinese I've had in anywhere around here, at least. But something about fucking New York, fucking Chinese food. And then, have you ever had the fries? Okay, when they do the fries, they do barbecue sauce on it, hot sauce, and ketchup. Something about that combo hits different. Okay? And they don't do it like that up here. I think the last time I had that was literally, I was probably like maybe 15 years old. Insane. Hopefully they still do that. I need to make my way out to New York. Wow, I haven't had New York Chinese food in years. Lately I've been thinking, like, I don't even give a fuck. When I want something to eat that I don't have here, I'm just gonna go. You know what, the other thing I was craving the other day? It's kind of farther though. Like New York, I could just drive 3 hours and back and we're good. That's a little day trip. But you know what I want that's far? I want In-N-Out, dude. I want In-N-Out. I told my mom the other day, I said, I'm about to just go over there to get me In-N-Out. What's the flights looking like? Because if the price is right, I'm going. And y'all coming with me too. I'm gonna make a little vloggy vlog. I'm going. Okay. So yeah. Oh yes, I have. See, this is why I need a job, because I'm not trying to spend all my savings. I got some trips to take. We got some things to do. Okay. But yes, that being said, guys, it's the top of the year. Happy New Year to everybody. Happy New Year. Yes. And I hope everyone has Everything's set up. I think one of the things that I find a little annoying is the waiting of a new year to do something. Bitch, any day could be a new year for you. Me, last year, I kind of made my birthday my new year because that's when, like, I started the podcast. Ooh, that's when I started the podcast. Like, you do not have to wait for January to make a goal. You could start at any time. And and your time frame for that goal could be any amount of time. Just make it make sense. If you have a plan, plan it out. What can I do weekly? What can I do monthly to get to where you need to be? It might not take a whole year. So you don't have to stretch it out. Don't prolong your shit. Do your shit. And then even if it takes longer than a year, that don't mean you stop. Oh my god, I thought I was going to be here by 2027. Keep going. Keep going. Like, you can't time zone yourself. You know what I mean? Like, make it make sense. Get up every single day. Thank God that you woke up to try again, whatever it is. Make those daily lists. Weekly, monthly, boom. You'll be good. We still good. We still good. Yes. Oh, I'm happy. Where we at? 46. Oh, I've been doing great on timing lately. Look at me rambling. Because I be comfy. I love it here. Get in the comments, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I don't per se have a freaky topic. But, okay, here's the thing. I'm trying to be... Here, see? When you say trying, you already know, like, you might fail. I am celibate. But just because I'm celibate don't mean I can't talk about freaky things. So it's like, so for me, right? One thing I'm working on this year, because my girlfriend, we're having a girls' day tomorrow. And my bestie was like, guys, we need 3 things. And this is like just something you want to work out throughout. Like, just again, starting fresh, because it helps her out. So I agree with it. I'm more of a smaller, not small goal, but short-term goal person. Because those long goals, I find in myself, it is hard to achieve when it's just too much to think about. It's just too long-term. I need smaller goals to the bigger one. Anyway, you know that story. But yeah, so she's like, 3 things you want to work on. So one of the things is like not feeding my flesh, which I did start last year. So I stopped smoking. I still drink alcohol, obviously. I was lit the other night. I was so lit. It was a great time. But not so often, not for no reason. A celebration, fine. Obviously socially, fine. But also, like, aside from the New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, there's no reason to get that drunk. There is no reason to get that drunk. There is no reason to have... I'm 31 years old. I don't need casual sex. I don't. And then also, your girl is like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to be sexy auntie till I have my own, of course. But I'm trying to be sexy auntie, and I'm not trying to look crazy after I have a baby either, or before, or, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to just grow it, pop it out, and we still good. You know what I'm saying? So, and that goes to eating healthy. All these things are feeding flesh. Having sex for no reason. Smoking and drinking for no reason. And eating unhealthy food for no reason. This is feeding your flesh. You're doing things for pleasure. And then, to get back, because you know I am freaky. But I want to choose when to be freaky. Just because I'm freaky don't mean I gotta be freaky all the time. And don't mean you deserve my freaky. Amen. You don't deserve my freaky, okay? I was very freaky. Wait. I'm just saying, I was very freaky. Sometimes you freaky with people who don't even deserve that shit. And, like, was it a good time? Yes. But then, like, sometimes it wasn't. And then it's like, you feel like you have to be. And then it's like, oh my God, down a rabbit hole. I don't want to do it no more. It's like, I don't even want to do it no more. And then, so, like, lately, not even lately, but, like, in the past few months, yeah. I it was like kind of casual sex, but I did like the person, so it's like, um, but then it gets to a point, especially if we're not in a relationship, and I wasn't looking for that, so it's like, what is we doing, baby? Because we are combining energies, we are combining bodies. My soul is precious, and at this point, my foreplay is up here. I've done all the other stuff. I know what I could do. I know what I could do. And I know what I like physically. That's easy though. Actually not easy for some. I thought I felt something. Sorry. I think it's a hair. But I'm trying to stimulate my mind. I want to get back to that. And I want, at the end of the day, I'm so happy single now, and I'm not looking for anything right now. But if someone was to find me, and I want to start off as friends. I want to start off, we're feeding each other's minds. I want to start off just spending time. Like, take me on dates. I'm not trying to fuck. I'm not even trying to be at your house for real for like a minute. Like, I'm not even trying to be at your house. Take me out. Meet me at the park. We don't have to spend. Okay. You're not trying to buy dinners all the time. Meet me at the park. Also, when it gets warmer because it's cold. Take me for a walk. In the last episode, you saw what I said. Treat me like a dog. Feed me. And I'm not asking for anything expensive. I'm easy. I like to eat. Okay? I'm not picky. Feed me. Take me for a walk. And pet me. Other than that, we talking. I'm talking to you, you talking to me. We stimulating each other's minds. We coming up with ideas. We expressing our interests. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all something, but I'll tell you next episode. Something I want to start soon. Something I'm going to start soon. But yeah, so like, I just need more than sex. Like, not to sound overly freaked out, but I've had a lot. Okay, that don't mean too many partners now. Don't get it twisted. I've done a lot of things. In my last relationship, we was freaky. We was very freaky deaky. It was a good time sometimes, but also it was very toxic. So sometimes I didn't want to have sex, and then I felt like I had to, and it's like a whole thing. Like, I want to enjoy it. I want it. I don't want to feel obligated. So now, it's like, yeah, I don't need casual sex. So all that to say, I'm celibate. We gonna do the damn thing, and I'm only celibate until I deem somebody worthy. Not to say someone's not worthy of whatever, but with me, yeah, it comes down to that. Like, what you gonna do for this cookie? What you about to do? And that don't mean nothing crazy. Again, effort, consistency, a commitment. So I think I'm not even gonna have sex until me and somebody, and this is not anytime soon. I don't have any perspectives or anything. Like, I don't have any guys. Like, I'm good, like I'm very focused, and like I told you before too, I don't even got time to think about these things right now. And this is the first time I've put more of the focus on my life and my goals than pleasure. That's temporary. It's very temporary. I'm looking for long term. I'm looking for a long term career. I'm looking for long term success. I'm looking for long term love. That's all it comes down to. So, if that's the overall goal, why would I do anything temporary or casual? You feel me? I'm just saying. Let's try something new. That's new for me. Let me try something new. Because last time I said I was celibate, it lasted a few months. And then it wasn't even, you know what I mean? Actually, I did try to date that person. It was fun while it lasted. No regrets, ever. None whatsoever. It was a good time. But now we're starting over. So, here we are. We got, what we gonna do? Happiness chemicals. Serotonin, serotonin, dopamine, or endorphins. Let's do the reward chemical, because lately, I'm not gonna lie, especially the past couple days that I've been drained, and like now I'm doing this episode, I always get guilty. Like, I always feel like, oh my god, I need to like record the episode sooner, but it's like I do them weekly, so at least if I get it done at the end of the week, I'm Gucci. But then it's like, I don't know, just I was a little down, and I think that's alcohol, right? Alcohol is a depressant, so I didn't get a hangover, thank God, but maybe my brain was definitely lacking all of these guys, all of these, right? So let's get some dopamine, because I was definitely lacking that shit. Definitely like a serotonin, definitely lacking endorphin. So let me get some dopamine in my system. Let's see what I can do today to get some dopamine, and for you guys too. Okay, this is good. This might be something I'm doing right now. Small wins. I think this episode is a small win. And for my girls' day tomorrow, for my girl time tomorrow with my besties, I already wrote down all the goals, some what I told you guys, and a couple others that we can discuss at our lunch tomorrow. So that was great. So small wins. Oh shit. God damn. So small wins. Here's the cord. What we know: dopamine is responsible for generating feelings of accomplishment, satisfaction, and happiness. It's released in the brain after you finish a task, regardless of how big or small. So boom. So I'm already on the dopamine train after this episode is done. What to do? Nothing is more satisfying than physically ticking off items on a to-do list. Commit your goals to paper, and you might get a double dose of feeling good. Completed tasks plus a side helping of lovely dopamine. I love that for us. So, if you haven't already, I mean, today's the 3rd, so I'm sure you guys already came up with all your goals for the year. But if you don't mind, take my advice. Make up some goals for next week to finish next weekend. Make some goals for this month and try that. Do monthly goals, weekly goals, and daily goals. If you feel like last year you wasn't as motivated or you didn't get as much done as you wanted to, I'm telling you, do those daily goals. It matters how you wake up. And you can write a to-do list. You know, sometimes I do, not sometimes, but you know what I have? In my mirror in my bathroom, I write things that I must do. So in the morning, I take my vitamins and I write it on the mirror. So when I look in the mirror, I can see it. So I write, take vitamins, and then I have like night ones too. So floss at night. What else I have? Like take my probiotics, vitamins. And then, like, every morning I make a breakfast. If I don't have time for breakfast, I get these protein yogurts. And they're drinkable on the go. That's a good start to your breakfast until you have lunch. You got your protein. There's probiotics in yogurt as well. It's a Chobani one. And also, do some type of exercise. I'm working up. I'm gonna start exercising because I literally have a gym right downstairs. It's a little at-home gym, so I do have a weighted vest, so I could walk with that. So help yourself. Like, you don't really want to walk. It seems like a lot of work. Get the weighted vest because it's gonna do more for you on that walk. So you'll see results quicker. See, you gotta think strategy, right? Stretch. At least stretch every morning. Your neck, your hips, your legs, your back. Everything. Just make sure you're nice and limber. You need to feel good throughout the day. These things don't take too long. After that, make sure you get up, with enough time to go to work. You're not rushing. What else? When you get home, take a minute to rest. Eat dinner not too late, so your digestive is all good. You don't go to sleep with a full belly and then you wake up bloated and things like that. Eat healthy. Meal prep. Let's start meal prepping. Because every time I say I'm going to do it, girl, I'll be slacking. But then again, I have things in the fridge that I can whip up real quick. So, you know what I mean? Meal prep the meat. have lettuce and tomatoes and cucumbers in the fridge that you can just chop up real quick. You got your meat ready, heat it up, salad. Boom. Easiest thing. Not much shit turning off. So yeah, boom, because my screen just went dark for a second. Boom, salad, easy, ready, good to go. So just help yourself make your daily tasks easier that you can get to your goals. Shit. At the end of the year, if you do all those things every day, you're already doing better. You're already doing better. Pick up a hobby. What have you always wanted to try? Do a hobby. Stick to it. Be consistent with something. Just journal every day. Maybe you start journaling. I started journaling just a few months ago. I love it. And I can go check up and see how I was months ago and how I'm feeling now. And that alone will make you feel better. Right? Listen to the chords. The cards don't lie. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope everyone had a great New Year's. Again, let me know in the comments, guys. Let me know, how was your 2025? What do you expect for 2026? What's your goals? How you doing? How was your New Year's Eve? I hope everyone is healthy. I hope everyone is loved. I hope everyone is supported. And I'll be here. I'll see you guys next week. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. And it's a vibe. 2026. We in it. Peace out.